Broadcasting to you from the City of Angels. Hi, everyone. My name is Karis. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. Astrology is the eternal, indestructible superpower of the cosmos. And if you're looking for the force and freedom to make your own choices in life, to live the life that you want to live, then you've come to the right place. All you have to do is look up and look within, as above, so below. This is our astrology for the week beginning Sunday, December 4th through Saturday, December 10th, 2022. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new week ahead. Now, the week starts off, we are approaching the full moon in Gemini. And this Sunday, December 4th, the week starts off with the moon exalted in Taurus. Now, the moon exalted in Taurus is what you truly want, what you love. The moon in Taurus is all about your natural talents and abilities. So many times people will have a gift for something and it comes so naturally to them. They just have the knack that they don't think of it as a gift that they were born with. And I'll point out to astrology clients, do you know you have a gift for this? Do you know you have a talent for that? And they don't think of it that way because it comes so naturally. And so the moon exalted in Taurus is being in touch with, being connected to what you naturally want to do. You just naturally, because Taurus is Gaia, Mother Earth. It's natural. What you just naturally feel inclined to do. It's a knack for you. It's a gift. You just want to do it, one, because you love it. And it's almost impossible to not do it. It's a gift and you have the knack. So the moon is what we want. The moon is the inner child, which I always say as a symbol of the true, authentic self. Before you were socialized and conditioned, what is your true, authentic self? What do you love to do? Now, Taurus is fixed Earth Gaia, ruled by Venus. And Venus is about being happy, enjoying life, the pleasures of life. And with Taurus, the sensations of life. So fragrance, the sense of touch, food, of course. The moon rules over food, and so does Taurus in a lot of ways. Sound vibration, music. What is the music that just transports you to a different dimension? You're in bliss. It's sublime. Taurus rules over the throat, how you want to communicate, what it is that you take in. We're approaching the full moon, and with this moon exalted in Taurus, ruled by Venus, now visible in the evening sky, she's made her debut with Neptune direct, the higher octave of Venus. This is being connected to what you really want and want to do, and just you want to do it because you love it. It makes you feel great. And Taurus is building that empire. Taurus wants to build things that are meant to last, like the pyramids, things that stand the test of time. Lovely way to start off the week. For Monday, December 5th, we still have the moon exalted in Taurus. The moon in Taurus makes a square aspect, that's a hard angle, to Saturn in its domicile in the sign of Aquarius. Now, the moon in Taurus has dignity. Saturn in Aquarius, its domicile, its home sign, has dignity. And these two fixed planets, Taurus and Aquarius, they're making a square to each other. So moon square Saturn is bringing into balance, working to bring into balance. What is it realistically going to take? What are the facts, the hard, cold facts, Saturn in Aquarius, that we need to look at to move into the future and build the business, build the empire. The moon in Taurus wants, but the moon in Taurus is also down to earth and realistic. So the moon square Saturn, even though it's a 90-degree angle, it doesn't have to be a negative in the sense of when we are willing to take a really clear, good look, what are the facts, and do the work, then we can own what we have achieved. Also on Monday, December 5th, the last aspect of the day is Mercury at the ending degrees of Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, Mercury in its exile, making a square to Jupiter at the ending degrees of Pisces. So when planets get to the ending degrees, there's a sense of urgency, a sense of, I got to do it right now because we're wrapping up in a sign. When we look at Mercury in its exile Sagittarius, which is way over the top too much, ruled by Jupiter, making a square to its ruler, Jupiter, in the ending degrees of Pisces, which is overwhelming. It's a fixed star Shia. It's drowning. It's too much. Wait if you can. This is one of those aspects where you don't have to negotiate the deal right now, whatever time zone you happen to be in. We don't have to seal the deal right now. This one can wait. This one can wait. If you can, try, do the best you can. Because a situation, a deal, a negotiation, any kind of conversation can be misinterpreted and can just go too far when it doesn't have to. Tuesday, December 6th. Now for Tuesday, the moon changes signs. The moon moves into mutable air Gemini. The moon is always what we want, an acquisition and what we're trying to get. With the moon in Gemini, we're willing to adapt and make the changes. Moon in Gemini is lighter, it's air, and it's flexible air. Now, along with the moon moving into Gemini, ruled by Mercury, Mercury changes signs. Mercury enters cardinal Earth Capricorn. So Mercury is communication. It's negotiating deals. It's trying to put things together in a harmonious way. When Mercury is in Capricorn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Mercury in Capricorn is about being very wise and cautious about what we say, because if we are not, like Mercury in Sagittarius, because if we are not, then what we say could not only come back on us, which it will, but it could have harsh consequences. Mercury in Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, which is use wisdom. Mercury in Capricorn is all about wanting to get to the top. It's achievement, it's success. That's what Capricorn does, goes to the top of the mountain. And so the Mercury in Capricorn is use your words wisely in whatever situation you're in so that you can keep climbing to the top of the mountain and get there without words coming back on you. I like this Mercury in Capricorn because the Mercury in Capricorn is cardinal. So it ushers in a new deal, communication. And also it's very realistic, Mercury in Capricorn. Just be cautious about what you say and how you say it. With this Mercury in Capricorn, you don't want things coming back on you that one you never said to begin with. And if you did, creates a lot of, as we're seeing in the news right now, a lot of chaos and so forth. Wednesday, the full moon at 16 degrees Gemini. Now, the full moon at 16 degrees Gemini is when the moon accepts the full illumination, the full light of the sun. The moon is our mirror. It's a satellite. It reflects back to us the true self-image that we have of ourselves inside. And the full moon in Gemini, what's being mirrored back to us is the fear of commitment. Gemini is Peter Pan, the puer aeternus, always wanting to be the child. A full-on commitment when we're all in, win, lose, or draw, all chips on the table. It's ride or die. You're all in. That's adult. That's the willingness to see it through no matter what happens. And so with the full moon in Gemini in your life, wherever you have that fear of being totally in, there's no backing down. It's to the end. This is what the full moon is shining a light on. Now, the sun is in Sagittarius, and the sun in Sagittarius is wild and free. Sag is a feral sign of the zodiac, half horse, half man, will never be completely tamed. Sagittarius needs to roam, to discover, to explore, to go on adventures. Again, the sign of Gemini. Gemini gets bored very easily. Their brain needs to be constantly stimulated in learning new things. They're ultimately curious. And like Sagittarius, yes, wanting to fly off on new travels, new adventures. And so where it is in your life where you feel, oh God, if I make a full-on commitment, I will be trapped. I won't be able to go on adventures in life and still be free. This is what you need to take a look at, because in partnership in life, the people you associate with, marriage partner, friendships, all of it. One thing that is key to Sagittarius and Gemini is that they have to be trusted, or they are not with the right partner. This jealousy, possessive stuff does not fly with Gemini and Sagittarius. So having the right people, partner, husband, wife, all of it, that trusts you to be yourself, basically. Take a look at this, is how this is playing out in your life, because a big fear that people have about not wanting to make a full-on commitment is, one, the fear of they won't be trusted, and two, they won't be authentic to themselves. So you can be true to yourself, of course, always, and be trusted and make a full-on commitment to whatever that is in your life that you're questioning. Now, along with this full moon at 16 degrees, and the 16 degrees Gemini is the second decanate, which brings in a Libra people, love, partnership component. That's why I mentioned being trusted by the people in your life, or there can be a resistance to being all in. Now, the moon in Gemini is also making a conjunction, coming together with Mars in Gemini. Mars in Gemini in retrograde is backed up anger and aggression, because you're not moving forward in the direction the way you want to move forward. So this is also bringing into the light a lot of aggressive issues that are being repressed The sun in Sagittarius is making an opposition as well to Mars in Gemini. So there's that interplay again of freedom, commitment, being true to your word. If you don't mean it, don't say it. I mean, that's stating the obvious. But don't make a lot of promises that you're going to commit to something and then, oops, changed my mind. That's also what this full moon is about, taking a look at. That when you give your word, that's like giving a commitment. If you don't mean it, don't say it. For some of you, that might not be a big deal, but some of you listening to this podcast, it might be a very big deal that you say things you don't mean to try to make people happy. Libra, second decanate of the full moon. When if you don't want to say it, don't say it. Libra can be too people pleasing. Every sign has a positive but a challenging side. And we're looking at the Libran decadent, which is don't say something or commit to something to people please when you don't mean it. That brings up the anger and the frustration with that Mars retrograde in Gemini. Gemini being the communicator, ruled by Mercury. So there are many different forms and ways of getting out of commitments, not wanting to commit. So take a look at this, because with that full moon mirroring back to us the truth of how we really see ourselves, then seeing yourself as someone that is Sagittarius-like in the sense of honest. Sagittarius is the truth seeker. It's a sign of maybe blurting things out at times, but Sagittarius is not known for being a liar. It's the truth, honesty sign. So that full moon is mirroring back to us where we speak the truth, where we don't. What separates the child from the adult? The child, as you know, will say or do anything to wheedle out of something if they don't want to do it. An adult, Sagittarius, will simply say, no, thank you. I'll pass on this one. Interesting and powerful full moon about commitment and being honorable, to say the least. Thursday, December 8th, we've got the moon still in Gemini, making an opposition to Venus in Sagittarius, then the moon in Gemini making a square to Jupiter in Pisces. So this brings in the potential breakup, a breakup situation, if we don't give the loved one truth and freedom. And if you feel you're not getting that, moon opposition Venus in Sag. Later on in the evening on December 8th, the moon goes home to her domicile. She's at home in the sign of Cancer. And Cancer is all about the comfort and feeling safe and secure and being with the familiar, being with your loved ones. Cancer cares. It's cardinal water. And cardinal water Cancer wants to begin a new chapter of family, loved ones, home. This can be a situation where someone is announcing getting pregnant, getting married, bringing in more family members, even if that's our pets that we love that are members of the family as well. And then for Friday, Venus's day, December 9th, Venus changes signs. Venus leaves Sagittarius and moves into cardinal Earth Capricorn. So when Venus is in what's called a friendly triplicity, Venus loves to be in Earth. It's calming. It's more centered. It's more grounded. Venus has been in Sag, way off in the galactic center, traveling to who knows where. No boundaries, Venus and Sag. Now Venus enters Capricorn, which is Earth, and it's cardinal. And cardinal Earth with Venus wants to get something new started, wants to usher in a new chapter, a new phase of your life and love life. So, whether you're looking to meet someone new, whether you would like to improve on the relationship that you already have, if you want to achieve more goals with your partner, Venus in Capricorn, this is a lovely placement for Venus to be in the earth sign of Capricorn. It's also about getting very practical and down to earth with the needs of the relationship, the needs of the family. And for Saturday, December 10th, the moon is still at home in Cancer, which is comfortable and safe. And the moon in Cancer, as we start to close off the week, I like this beautiful water trine flow to Neptune in Pisces. So this flow of water is healing, it's purification, it's cleansing, it's creative, it's abundant and resourceful. It's a really nice December 10th moon at home in Cancer weekend. Really enjoy it. And here's to home and family, because this is how we're closing out the week. New home, family, building on the relationships we have, and enjoying all of it, of course, as we are in this beautiful holiday season with really nice aspects and nice changes this week. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all in the stars. Have a fabulous week. Happy full moon. Thank you.